Lethal Rain, Book 1. Written by J. Falconer. Narrated by Gary Tiedemann. Chapter 1. Simon Redfall kept his head down and his eyes low as he took a seat in the general admissions section of the sold-out National Execution Center in Washington, D.C. If it weren't for his long hair and unruly beard, certainly one of the 20,000 blood-starved fans would have recognized him before the start of the most eagerly anticipated event in pay-per-view history. A sprawling stage with a lavish red curtain was the focal point of the venue and built specifically for the government's new execution channel, dubbed EC1. The arena featured sweeping sight lines to give those in attendance a perfect view of the dying criminal who would soon be unveiled for the world to see. Every detail of the inaugural event had been planned and refined to ensure wide cross-section appeal and massively high broadcast ratings. Nothing was left to chance, not when the most hated mass murderer in modern history was about to draw her last breath with all of humanity watching and cheering. The U.S. government had partnered with Starbright Networks to squeeze every last dollar from what was sure to be a media feeding frenzy. The government's take of the revenue split was reported to be somewhere north of $4 billion, and that didn't include the bonus profits from the new global wagering tax being levied by the world's governments on thousands of betting houses across the planet. The over-under line on the official execution time was initially set at 3 minutes, 8.2 seconds by the Wizards in Las Vegas. However, Simon hadn't been following the betting line since it was first published, so he didn't know the current odds of this inaugural event. The National Execution Center, or NEC as it was called on the street, was designed like an upscale Broadway theater, but on an enormous scale. Simon counted at least 32 ultra-high-resolution TV cameras and several dozen members of law enforcement, meaning he'd better keep a low profile if he had any hope of remaining anonymous and making it out of the auditorium alive. General admission seating was located in the balconies and divided into 3 progressively wider sections, each with a clear view of the ultra-high-resolution jumbo screen mounted above the stage. Below him were 2 VIP sections of different sizes. The larger, unprotected area on the left was reserved for friends and family of the innocent victims, while the smaller, bulletproof glass cubicle on the right was for the expected handful of...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?